Sorry, we had a small technical difficulty there, guys. We're going to be creating this game. It's going to be the semi-final matchup between In-N-Out Burger and Black Man Will Carry. We'll get underway shortly, guys. Alright, we're going to get underway here, guys, in just a moment. It's going to be NotSoStockGaming's semi-final match between Black Man Will Carry and In-N-Out Burger. We'll be underway shortly, guys. Just waiting on a bathroom break here, guys. Again, we'll be underway shortly, guys, for a semifinal match between In-N-Out Burger and purple side is going to be Black Man Will Carry. Alright, we got the last member here in stream, ready to go. And we will be underway shortly. Alright, here we go, guys. We are going to be underway shortly, and here we are into Champion Select for the semi-final matchup between In-N-Out Burger on blue side, as well as on purple side featuring Black Man Will Carry. Again, my name is Impossible. I'm streaming on behalf of NotSoStockGaming. This is our open tier tournament. This is the semi-final matchup. Best of one series. As always, single elimination. Alright, bands coming out. Soraka, Kassadin, Jax, Thresh, Vi, and Lee Sin. First pick is going to be that Evelynn. For Castro in the jungle. Thresh Senpai support here. Alrighty, and we've got Leona locked in as well. Again, then Thresh Senpai locks in the Morgana as a counter pick here. Morgana, a hard counter to Leona here. We could have Curse of the Sad Bullet Time, that Season 2 throwback here. In the jungle, we do have J4. Does get locked in. We do have the Graves as well. There's a lot of front-end burst damage. If Curse of the Sad Mummy does lock in a few people, then Explosive Shot could wreck some people. We do have Rise. Brezex on that Rise again. Triumphant Rise, rocking that skin. The In-N-Out Burger were the champions of last night's Diamond Tier tournament, so he does have Triumphant Rise graciously accepted. with Lucian locked in. Lucian locked in against Black Man will carry. Alright, here we go. LeBlanc hovered over with 7 seconds. They will be able to counterpick their mid laner here. Heart and Soul always loving that counterpick. We've seen a great Fizz play and great Syndra play out of him this evening. Again, if you'd like to join us for upcoming tournaments, go ahead and sign in to NotSoStock.ca. We've got a couple awesome resources on our website for you to check out. We've got a Team Finder feature for you guys. If you want to find a team to play with and join us for upcoming tournaments, have your chance at winning some RP, then you can go ahead and log on to that Team Finder. Log on just as a solo player and look for a team. We've had a lot of success. Some of our teams tonight have even been made up of players that have used that feature on our website. Also, if you're interested in some high elo coaching to up your game, that's also available through our website. Again, NotSoStock.ca. And the final champion locked in will be that Fizz for Heart and Soul. He had an awesome game 1 of the day on that champion, getting some nice solo kills, solo assassinations. He and Excited Soup got super fed in that first game. We've had a lot of stomps so far this evening. And we'll be underway shortly for this semi-final matchup, now that we're into that 3-minute delay. It'll be the semi-final matchup between In-N-Out Burger and Black Man will carry. Again, on behalf of NotSoStockGaming, I'm Impossible. I'll be casting all of your games tonight on this stream. Again, this is the semi-final matchup between In-N-Out Burger, last night's Diamond tier champions, as well as their opponents here on purple side is going to be Black Man will carry. We had Heart and Soul and Excited Soup getting fed on their respective roles tonight. So we're looking forward to a great game this evening, as both of these teams have been stomping their competitions throughout the night. We'll see if they do, if one of them gets super fed this evening, or if it actually becomes a really great game. 2 minutes remaining on that view delay, guys. We'll be underway shortly for our semi-final matchup between these two people. Again, if you'd like to join us for upcoming tournaments for your shot at some free RP as well as Championship Rise skin, you can log on to our website at NotSoStock.ca. We have a couple awesome features on our website, including Team Finder, where you can log in to our website and look for a team so that you can participate in our upcoming tournaments. We've got a tournament for each tier, Bronze through Diamond, and then the any tier on Friday nights, much like tonight. And then we also have high elo coaching available on our website. If you're interested in upping your game, go ahead and log on to NotSoStock.ca. Put your information. We'll get you set up with a coach. Again, just 40 more seconds left on that delay here, guys, and we'll get underway for our semi-final matchup between In-N-Out Burger and Black Man will carry. The winner of this matchup in this single elimination best-of-1 series will move on to the finals. Again, In-N-Out Burger here on blue side were the winners last night of our Diamond tier tournament. They have joined for tonight's any tier tournament against here the Black Man will carry team. And each of these teams, again, as I mentioned, have been stomping their competition, absolutely stomping their competition all throughout the night. So we'll be expecting a great game between these two teams tonight. As the delay has completed, we're going to be into load screen here now, guys. And just take a moment to get started. And we'll load on to Summoner's Rift for our semi-final match. Again, best of one for this series, guys. Again, here we are, guys, just loading onto Summoner's Rift. Alright, here we are on to Summoner's Rift, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we've got Thresh Senpai with the awesome counter pick of that Leona. We've seen her choose that a couple times. The Morgana pick as soon as she sees that there is a Leona on the other team. Top lane J4 with teleport with jungle Amumu. The jungle Evelyn, they're definitely going to need a lot of vision control to keep track of that champion. But here we go, guys. This is our semi-final matchup. Best of one between In-N-Out Burger on blue side versus Team Blackman Will Carry on purple side. Again, if you're just joining us, my name is Impossible. I'll be casting this game for you. I will also be casting the winner of this match into the finals taking place after this. Winners get 3,200 RP per member for every one of the 5 members on their team. Dark Binding does land onto Graves, but he's underneath the tower. A little bit of damage goes down onto that Leona in the jungle. In-N-Out Burger again with the 5-man stacking invade that they've done in each of their games thus far. A lot of vision on this red side. They will see that Amumu if he chooses to start with that buff, either one of his buffs. Look at all that blue warding down deep into purple side's jungle. Evelyn will not be seen by any sort of wards. True Sight must be used to catch her out. They will see that LeBlanc, though. Heart and Soul on that Fizz. Did quite well in his first game of the night, guys. Alright, we're about 2 minutes into the game. First buffs being completed by... looks like it was a red steal. And Mumu not even getting his own red. There was a smite steal by that Evelyn. She's still level 1 though. Won't get spotted out by any sort of wards that would have been in the river. A level 1 gank here is a possibility. She does have that red buff to slow this guy. She hits level 2 then. And there we go. Hate Spike's coming out. Plus the red buff, that's going to be first blood in this top lane. Going over to Bruzx's Rise, that's the second game in a row that he'll get first blood, guys. First blood over to Rise in that top lane. Awesome gank coming out with still 2 buffs available in blue side jungle for that Evelyn to take. Thresh Senpai kind of making sure that his jungle is safe. Looks like Amumu might look for that red buff steal as nice Xenoblade into Shield of Daybreak, going to stun down that Firepower. Firepower on that Lucian gets exhausted. Both summoner spells blown by Graves here with just the heal blown from Lucian. Flash still available by that Leona, but exhaust used. Exhaust also used by this Morgana. Fizz gets really low in the mid lane. Uses Playful Trickster to avoid that Q from Chanmi. LeBlanc doing quite well in this mid lane. Will give her a little bit more breathing room to last it, as lasting on that champion is one of the harder things in life. Castro's red did get stolen out, so it's going to be 2 buffs for each of these champions, with a nice first blood gank in that top lane will give Evelynn a little bit of a lead. Again, we're 4 minutes into the match. 1 kill, first blood in that top lane. Went over to that Ryze. Nice black shield stops the stun, but the stun will go down onto Thresh Senpai instead. A little bit of damage, down to half HP for that Morgana, but Firepower is full HP with a nice amount of mana to his name as well for a lot of return damage were that to continue as a full-on engagement. Looks like Evelynn will find out that Amumu in the jungle and get away safely with her W for the movement speed. Fizz staying in lane, not going to come over to attack. Chanmi, Ethereal Chains lands on a minion instead of that champion, plus that would have been absolute death for a Fizz had she been able to root him down, as Castro was there with double S. She does show up again, Hate Spikes just to help clear the wave. A little bit of lane tax there. Bottom lane, once again, we've got Firepower shoving in against Excited Soup on that Braves, making lasting under the turret part of his routine. Firepower up a few minions in this top lane. Ryze getting shoved in against. Karate doing a decent job considering he died first blood to the Evelynn gank. Brezik's just trying to farm up that tier. We'll be looking for that Archangel Staff as soon as possible. Amumu gets spotted out by a couple wards. Places the pink ward in the river so that he can make sure that he knows he's not being seen in that particular area. Heart and Soul having to deal with an Evelynn with double buffs in his lane at the moment. Alright, down in this bottom lane. Could see a little bit more aggression now that minions have disappeared. Nice Dark Binding lands onto Taylor. The pool on top of her Steroid. Nice double shot coming out from Firepower to get her to about 200 HP on that Leona. Last hitting quite nicely. Still is this Lucian. Popping his only health potion now. Graves trying to get a few last hits using his spells. Mumu heading down this bot lane. He does ping that he's on his way. He does not have Curse of the Sad Mummy available quite yet, but the stun from his bandage toss might be enough to secure a kill down here. Alright, he will get spotted out as he enters lane here. And his new minion wave arrives that'll block any sort of bandage toss angle as Evelynn recalls in that top lane. A little bit of shove here onto this bottom lane. Amumu recalling in the back there. Will cancel his recall to dodge out the Dark Binding. Alright, teleport used by that J4 to return to that top lane to keep his minion farm close to the 31 that's on that Ryze. Relatively close numbers in that top lane. Again, First Blood did go over to Ryze relatively early, so it might not have been the full value 400 First Blood. But gold nonetheless. Double shot will just go onto the tower. Nice Dark Binding deep underneath the tower, so it won't get followed up by Firepower here. Amumu clearing out his red buff. Nice little harass goes down onto Lucian here. As Amumu does get his own red buff. Evelynn a little bit late to come and steal it for the second time. That ward will spot him out. Purple pings go down onto Evelynn. I don't think she was actually seen, or she would have been checked by that ward in the river. Looks like Evelynn will counter jungle quite nicely. Urf goes down, a little bit of an ignite tick, and won't take out Heart and Soul, and Chanmi can still remain in this mid lane with the protection of this Evelynn as well. Really close fight between those two mid laners, but neither one of them picking up an actual kill. Ryze now shoving up here in this top lane as Graves is quite low in bottom. Level 6 going to come for that Morgana quite soon here. There's that level 6 for Thresh Senpai. Might think about a dive with Soul Shackles. Dark Binding just missing. That definitely would have been followed up by the culling. Alright, in this top lane here, Brezik still tacking up that tier. He's got a little bit of cloth armor for his name. Might think about completing that into either Ninja Tabi or maybe even the Glacial Shroud into Frozen Heart, as most Rises do. Again, in this bottom lane, we do have a level 6 Amumu off in the wings there. Culling has been activated. And the Dark Binding, wow, what a snipe. Thresh Senpai with the awesome skill shots going to get that hit there. That's another kill going over to Team In-N-Out Burger. Again, they were our Diamond tier champions, hence the Triumphant Rise skin on Bruzix up here in the top lane. He's farming quite nicely, 51 to 48. Relatively equal here in this top lane, minus the non-full value First Blood gold that is in the pockets of this Rise. Nice harass goes down. Evelyn gets spotted out by the Tier. The ultimate has been popped by Bruzix. He puts a lot of damage out. Nice tanking of the turret. That's really good discipline between these champions here to make sure that neither one of them falls to the turret. And that's going to be another kill onto this J4 in the top lane. Great ganks out of this Evelyn here. LeBlanc shoving in against this Fizz here. She does have her Chalice completed to just the Amp Tome double Dorans on this Fizz. Sigil of Silence does connect. Not followed up by any other damage though. Amumu coming around the bottom side. We'll see if he can get some action here onto nice distortion onto Heart and Soul here. He's down to sub 50% HP. Alright, the fish does land. She flashes into Curse of Sad Mummy. A nice stun as well. Ignite not available for his Fizz though, and he won't have other spells ready to follow up any extra damage. She does have just over 400 HP remaining, so she'll be able to pot up and stay safe in this lane. With her full spell rotation available, ultimate included, we're going to see the ultimate coming out perhaps from Castro. No, just chooses to keep that in her back pocket. Oh, it was on cooldown, excuse me, because it must have been used down here in the top lane. Soul Shackles does stun up that Leona. The culling onto Excited Sleep's face, and he will fall to that Lucian. Lucian getting a nice amount of damage. Flashes out that Dark Binding, and that's going to be a safe Leona here. Explosive Shot was not actually used by Excited Sleep. Might have been able to turn something around, but he was just deleted by this duo. Thresh Senpai and Firepower, what an awesome duo lane bot. They've been working their opponents so far throughout this evening. Thinking about getting the dragon here. Looks like Evelyn will start it up with double buffs. Leona just getting it in vision to see that they actually have started it up here. Thresh Senpai going to tank it up for his jungler. Smite is available for that Evelyn. Looks like she's going to use it to last hit that dragon. That's going to be the first dragon of the game. 5 kills to 0. 1 dragon to 0. No turrets taken quite yet, but that's going to be a 4,000, just over a 4,000 gold lead in favor of In-N-Out Burger as they take out that pink ward in the river. Evelyn going to have free reign down here in the bottom lane now, knowing that the pink ward has been removed. Solar Flare not available for that chase there, even though the Fizz was in the wings. With his Shark available. Again, Thresh Senpai with the excellent Morgana pick. The first lock-in of that Leona, showing her that, hey, I can choose this counter-pick champion here, and she's done a great job not only with the spell shields, but also with the Dark Bindings. We even saw it last hit Excited Soup underneath the tower once. Really great praise out of this support main here. That top lane matchup swinging more and more in Rise's favor as he pops his ultimate to wave clear, forcing the teleport out of this J4 so that he doesn't miss out on the golden experiences from these minions dying in this top lane. His Tiamat has been completed, as Rise will recall to finish up his Catalyst, almost finishing up the Tear of the Goddess into Archangel Staff as a solo kill out of Heart and Soul again. He had Fizz in that first game. Now in his third game of the night, he's definitely picking up those solo kills once again. And getting a little bit of damage onto this mid lane turret. Lots of damage initially falling onto Heart and Soul. Forced to flash out of Agony's Embrace here. Looks like Lucian trying to finish up that BT the next little while here. relatively close in this bottom lane. A couple kills in favor, but the farm lead only about 20. Nice Dark Binding, almost threading the needle there, but won't connect. In this top lane, we have a little bit of a trade going on. A few spells hitting onto Karate. He's down to about 50% HP. Knockup doesn't actually hit, but the slow does. Nice Rune Prison to slow him down, root him in place, forcing the flash, but Q will be off cooldown again, and that will be it with the auto attack as well. Brazix with another kill, 3-0 killing spree in this top lane. He's worth shutdown gold. Amumu might think about coming top instead of down bottom lane. He does have Curse of Sad Mummy available. Solar Flare hits on the spell shield, not available for Thresh Senpai as he puts it on Firepower. She will give her life to keep Firepower safe on that Lucian. It's a decent gank out of that Amumu, but the Dragon's not available. They can't really take much take much else off of that. Chanmi lasting underneath the turret here as Fizz has shoved it in. Fizz completing those early Stark boosts and Finish Codex, going to have nice CDR. Amumu invisible in Fog of War. Does get spotted out at that point.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Our Graves farming up, trying to reduce the gold lead that he's had to be fighting against. 105 to 127 in minion kills. BF Sword in his inventory is going to mean his spells hit quite nicely. But as they see Evelynn clearing out a ward, they'll know that it's not safe to say. Red buff available for that Evelynn in her jungle. His Heart and Soul is shoving up this mid lane. Forces LeBlanc to return. The Shark is available for Fizz here in this mid lane. Ignite and ultimate available for, Ignite available for LeBlanc. Her ultimate almost always available. Top lane turret has gone down. That was the first turret of the game to fall in favor of In-N-Out Burger, which means Karate just gonna try and freeze, but it's hard to freeze when you have a Tiamat, so he says, yep, enough with that. As another turret falls down in the bottom lane. So there's going to be 2 turrets to 0, 6-2 in kills for a 6k gold lead in favor of In-N-Out Burger. Again, they were our last night's champions of the Diamond tier. Firepower going to have a rough time staying alive through this. Thresh Senpai puts Spell Shield on himself. Great choice there. Teleport coming down with this rise. The Calling lands. He gets exhausted. Doesn't dash out of Curse of Sad Mummy in time. Taylor gets locked down, but Leona's quite tanky. Evelynn chasing out that Amumu. Flash comes out from this Leona after using Solar Flare to stun some people. Runs back to just root people in place so that they can't continue the chase. Amumu did fall. Agony's Embrace slows down Excited Soup. He uses Flash and Summoner Heal to keep himself safe from this push. The Dragon will spawn in just about 45 seconds here, guys. It'll be the second one, most likely be the second one, going over to this team here as J4 gets a decent push in that top lane, getting a turret for his troubles, returning a little bit of global gold over to his team, but the second tier turret going to fall in favor of In-N-Out Burger here in this bottom lane. Plus mid lane turret going over, so it's kind of a 2-for-1 in turrets, but a lot of champions falling. Excited Soup able to dodge out Ethereal Chains there. There's no ultimate available for this Amumu, so walking in that close basically opens himself up to harass. But Bandage Toss is available. Now that minions are in the way, he won't be able to connect that. Nice Dark Binding lands by Thresh Senpai to keep the aggression away. Ethereal Chains does connect. Oh, a catch onto Firebrow here. He gets locked down completely, but the total combo coming out from LeBlanc will actually delete Amumu. They do nice aggro trading around here to actually pick up a couple kills. The dunk will kill the Evelynn. A little bit of chase onto Firepower here, and he will fall. Nice Dark Binding lands onto Heart and Soul. Will they be able to turn this down? Nice Playful Trickster going to dodge out the distortion from LeBlanc. And will he get away? It looks like he will. He'll either have to get executed or dash to a minion wave to create even more distance, which he will actually do that. And it'll probably be a waste of time to chase him. No, he will choose to instead get executed. She will get the experience, though, hitting level 10 there. LeBlanc just running away from Karate's J4 here. J4 getting back up to the minions number that Rise has made for himself, although he is aggressing here on this top lane. No teleport available for J4, but Leona will be here to make sure that the tower doesn't fall. Alright, blue buff available for that Amumu. Ward spotted out here by this Evelynn. She'll just clear it out of the way, but she did not see the pink ward in that brush. She will check it now, and she will clear it out as Excited Soup is clearing out this bottom lane here. He has completed that Bloodthirster, so he's trying to stack it up for maximum AD ratio stacking. A little bit of damage down onto this mid lane turret. Leona gonna try her best to lock him up. Solar Flare does hit Firepower on the edge there. He gets locked down. Shark goes down onto Firepower as well. Lucian just gets deleted. A full combo from that LeBlanc going down onto Leona, but she gets quite low. She backs off the fight as things get turned onto Karate here. He flashes the distance, but Ethereal Chains does connect. He gets rooted down into place, and the Hate Spikes will be the last hit there as Castro takes a couple tower hits, and the long range of Bruzek's Rise spells will be enough to take her down. Explosive shot, deleting the Evelynn at the end there, but a nice microing by Bruzek's here. 1v1 with this Heart and Soul as Graves falls to LeBlanc's combos. The Q being dodged out by Heart and Soul. Nice play there, but she won't have enough damage to actually take out Bruzek's as the W passive does wear off. 30 HP was the close was what was remaining on Bruzek's Rise. Very close on that trade between Fizz and Rise. The quasi-ace coming out in favor of Firepower's team here. Castro, the team captain of In-N-Out Burger. They were our champions yesterday evening. The Dragon is available, but they might look just for a pick here. Face check coming out. Ethereal Chains does not quite connect, but the Q does from that Morgana. Those Dark Bindings have been on a point all night long, as they will start up this Dragon. The Culling lands and dodges out the actual knock-up. Rampage for that LeBlanc as she actually just deletes him with her full rotation of spells. Castro does have Smite available, so does Amumu though. We'll see who gets it. Evelynn does. She does have Agony's Embrace available for a shield for herself if necessary. LeBlanc will fall to Excited Soup. He gets the 500 gold shutdown as well as the red buff. We'll see if they choose to fight this. Curse of the Sad Mummy not off cooldown quite yet. Neither Solar Flare. Summoner here will use to speed up their team. But the Dark Binding will land once again. Thresh Senpai with the awesome plays. Amumu does use Curse of the Sad Mummy to try and save Graves, but he has no turret to return to. He'll go down. It's going to be 4 kills and the Dragon going over to In-N-Out Burger here. That's a lot of gold in their favor. 39.6 to 28.1. That's an 11,500 gold lead. Another stomp here for In-N-Out Burger as they aggress here onto the inhibitor turret here in this bottom lane. That's the second Dragon of the game going in their favor. Looks like they will aggress onto this inhibitor as well. Alright, inhibitor falls 22 minutes in. It'll be back up about the 26-minute mark. The culling used to try and reduce the aggression here. Bandage toss not connecting, unfortunately. So looks like blue team In-N-Out Burger will get away from their aggressors quite safely here. Firepower clearing out the jungle to get a little bit more gold in his pocket. Probably looking to complete that Triforce. Puts a ward to keep himself safe. Again, this is the semi-final matchup of tonight's open bracket tournament between, as you can see, In-N-Out Burger and Team Black Man will carry. Each of these teams have been stomping their respective opponents throughout the evening, but it looks like it's just going to be a stomp in favor of In-N-Out Burger thus far. Triforce completed by that Lucian. Taylor just spotting out that ward, getting it out of the river. Bruzek's doing the same in his own brush. Gonna take care of that pink ward in the river too. Dark Binding lands onto Amumu here. Will he turn it around? Nice dash over the wall. Firepower going to get away from it. But the dot, okay, flash hate spike out of that Evelynn will be the last hit onto that Amumu. Now that means that Curse of the Sad Mummy will not be available for any sort of defense on this mid lane turret, where super minions are pushing in that bottom lane. There's going to be a couple of them in that wave. There we go. They're pushing on that Nexus turret. Not going to be able to defend there. Nice Dark Binding over the wall. Hits onto Taylor. The culling comes out, not actually connecting until the very end there. Excited Soup taking a lot of pain from LeBlanc's combos as Firepower dives underneath the turret. Nice dunk out of karate here to lock down that Evelyn, but he will fall. Double kill for this Lucian. The Black Man, namesake of Black Man will carry, but actually on In-N-Out Bjerger it's going to be the case that he will be the one carrying this game with 4 kills, 9 assists, a completed Triforce, and that's a triple kill for the Rampage, an extended triple kill. Not actually in time for the announcer to say it. As another inhibitor turret will fall here in the mid lane. Another inhibitor most likely also going to fall as super minions have taken out a Nexus turret. This could be the game here, guys, if they choose to stay. As Evelyn's just keeping top lane safe. Curse of the Sad Mummy available as the Mummy did die earlier on. Waiting for the Black Shield to wear off. He hits a couple in his ult. LeBlanc will fall. Lucian dashes over the wall to keep himself safe. He does not have Flash available, and he's almost out of mana. Here comes Fizz. Heart and Soul on that champion has been really strong, but the Shark not available for that chase and doesn't want to waste his Flash just for a little bit of a chase here. They will clear out these minions, keeping things as much in their favor as they can, but having to defend against 2 lanes of minions, super minions, is going to be really hard. Probably going to be a Baron going over in the next couple minutes here to In-N-Out Bjerger, which will mean top lane will fall shortly after if they follow the rotations that they have been using throughout the tournament. Again, if you're just joining us, guys, this is NotSoStockGaming's second open tier bracket tournament for amateur teams to come and compete for their chance at RP rewards, as well as Triumphant Rise Skin issued by Riot Games. A little bit of catch here in the top lane. Firepower has now completed Last Whisper on top of his Triforce and Bloodthirster, which is fully stacked, by the way. Again, doing the Dignitas 3-lane push. The culling doing so much damage. LeBlanc gets the last hit. Excited Soup trying to 1v1 Firepower, but the Triforce is a lot more damage than just a Bloodthirster and a Last Whisper. Little damage goes down here onto his top lane turret. Curse of the Sad Mummy is not yet available. The silence as well as just the overall damage. Firepower taking up a couple tower hits, but the tower will fall. Oh well, DFG around the backside as the Flash is already blown out of that Lucian. Morgana falls as Evelyn able to take out the Fizz. Rise down here in the bottom lane, pushing up the bottom lane on his own. He's got a Banshee's Veil on top of Rod of Ages, fully stacked tier, as well as Frozen Heart. There's only one Nexus turret remaining. Evelyn gets caught out in Curse of the Sad Mummy, knocked up by that J4, but here's the Rise. Activates his ultimate, so much damage onto 3 people, gets locked down into Cataclysm, but he's got a full mana pool to work with. He is legendary on that Triumphant Rise. Gets away here, using Flash to avoid the knockup. Clearing out these waves here. They've only got the one Nexus turret remaining. It's going to regen for a little bit here, but there's each of the inhibitors have fallen, which means each individual wave of minions will have 2 supers included. Almost 28 minutes into the game here, guys. 10 turrets to 2. That's a lot of global gold in favor of In-N-Out Bjerger here. The Diamond tier champions last night. An 18k gold lead in their favor. Increasing even more with that Dragon. Almost a 20,000 gold lead. 28 minutes into the game. An absolute stomp in favor of In-N-Out Bjerger. Baron being pinged out by purple team, saying we need vision control on that. If there's going to be any throw to capitalize on, it's going to be at the Baron pit. Trying to get ward control of their jungle as well, as Brezix is just going to clear out this mid lane here. He is legendary on that Rise. His tier is fully stacked. Alright, in this bottom lane, it looks like he's going to have to flash out that Dark Binding, uses the shield to slow out Castro, but now the Black Shield on that Evelyn. She's going to just Nice. Frost King's Claim active to slow Karate. He's not going to be able to get away. As that'll be another kill going over to that Evelyn. 7, 3, and 10. 30 kills to 12. Flash into Soul Shackles. Catches just the one at the end of it. Taylor's going to get stunned out by a Dark Binding as well. Chanmi there with DFG. No DFG, sorry, but her full rotation of spells. That's a lot of AoE damage. Goes down. Mumu gets deleted. Leona forced to flash onto her own summoning platform to keep herself safe. And as the Nexus falls, that will be the semifinal matchup going in favor of In-N-Out Burger. They're going to move on to our finals matchup this evening. Let's see if they can take 2 tournaments in a row, guys. Again, check out our website at NotSoStock.ca if you'd like to take on these teams in future tournaments for your chance at some RP rewards, as well as your shot at winning the triumphant Rise Skin that is awarded to the first place teams. I'll be creating this final match here. We're waiting to see who the winners are of the match between You Came to the Wrong Doggerhood versus Casual Tournament Team. Again, it'll just be a moment before we find who the victors are between You Came to the Wrong Doggerhood and Casual Tournament Team. The winner of that matchup will move on to the finals matchup against In-N-Out Burger. Again, we'll get underway shortly here. It looks like Casual Tournament Team did win their matchup, which means we're going to have them taking on In-N-Out Burger in the final here. Again, we'll get underway shortly, guys. And this will be the the finals matchup between In-N-Out Burger and Casual Tournament Team. Alright, here we are into Champion Select. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Kassadin banned out, Rise banned out against Bruzix in that top lane, not be able to play the champion he's played throughout the rest of this tournament. Lee Sin banned out against Castro, Soraka and Syndra banned out, Morgana banned out against Thresh Senpai. They have done their homework, ladies and gentlemen. Rise banned out, Lee Sin banned out, Morgana banned out. 3 of these great first pick champions for In-N-Out Burger. Apologize. Accidentally muted my mic here, guys. As I was saying, Lucian has a lot in his kit to actually ignite the passive of Leona here. Thresh Senpai not being able to get his Morgana that he's been playing throughout this tournament. We'll see if they still have enough synergy here in this bottom lane to keep things really, really strong. Also, speaking to the effect of this top lane here, it's another matchup between like an Ignite versus Teleport matchup here. We're down to the 3-minute delay counting down, guys. Stick with us. We'll get into this match shortly. In the mid lane, Nidalee versus TF is quite the skill matchup here. At level 6, it means Nidalee has a little bit more fighting potential against the TF, but it also means TF is probably just going to say see ya to that mid lane to go gank somebody else using Destiny. There's definitely a range advantage in this bottom lane for the Caitlyn lane. You know, Thresh can keep using his ranged auto attacks to harass Leona if she is in vision and within range. And Caitlyn can kind of do a range leash on this Lucian. But the all-in potential is definitely in favor of In-N-Out Bjergr. Again, In-N-Out Bjergr has won last night's tournament, the Diamond tier. And so here they are in the finals, ladies and gentlemen, of our Open tier tournament, hosted by yours truly. I am Impossible, and on behalf of NotSoStockGaming, I'd love to welcome you to the stream if you're just joining us, and thank you for being here if you have been with us throughout the evening. We've had some great games, some stomps in favor of these teams, especially In-N-Out Bjergr. The last 2 games, they've done really well for themselves. We'll see if they can do it again here. In a minute and a half, we'll be loading onto Summoner's Rift for the finals match. The winners, the top 4 teams are guaranteed to get an RP reward, but the winners get 3,200 RP per player on their team. Each one of those members will get 3,200 RP, as well as be rewarded with the Triumphant Rise skin. So it'll be awesome to get that reward for them. If you want a chance at that, guys, you can log on to our website at NotSoStock.ca and check out our team finder. If you don't have a team to sign up for our tournaments throughout the weeks, then you can just sign up for Team Finder as a solo player. And there's been some teams that ended up in tonight's tournament that were created solely from that feature. You know, type in Twitch chat, say, hey, I'm looking for a team. I'd love to find a team and have my shot at a free RP. You know, it's a great way to have some competitive League of Legends play, an awesome viewer experience for you guys out there. If you enjoy watching this stream, hit that follow button. We'd love to have you join us for each of our tournaments throughout the week. Again, my name is Impossible, and on behalf of NotSoStockGaming, I'd love to thank you for joining us. You know, we'd love to have you follow us here on the stream. Follow us on Facebook and on Twitter. We've got a couple links below the stream here. Everything's on our website too. Again, NotSoStock.ca. Log on to that website and check out a lot of our different features, including that team finder. Our schedules are on there, the calendar, and we also have high elo coaching available for those of you who want to up your game and win more in solo queue, rank yourselves up. Team coaching also available through that link on our website, so go ahead and check that out. As we're loading onto Summoner's Rift here, guys, I'd like to invite all of you who are watching, who are interested, to sign up for our next tournament. On Sunday is going to be our second bronze tier tournament. If you have any team that is ranked 5's bronze, you can sign up for that on our website again at NotSoStock.ca. We'd love to have you come and join us. We also have an ARAM for Autism event happening this weekend, so check out our website for a little bit more information regarding that. We'd love to have you stop by. Again, our website is NotSoStock.ca. And we'll be underway shortly here, guys, as we're loading onto Summoner's Rift for the finals. The final best-of-1 single elimination. Winner gets that skin, guys, in the biggest RP pool for the winner of this matchup for the Any Tier tournament, our second Any Tier tournament for NotSoStockGaming's amateur tournaments throughout the week. Alright, here we are, guys. We're on to Summoner's Rift. It's Let's move around the scoreboard here to get the matchups in their right places. Alright, we've got Ancient Coin picked up here by Thresh. Gonna want that passive gold generation versus the active gold generation out of Leona's Relic Shield. Thresh Senpai does really well on that item. Again, if you're just joining us, guys, this is NotSoStockGaming's tournament stream. This is the any tier tournament. Nice spear landing onto Caitlyn there in the jungle. A little bit of harass. Again, this is patch 4.7, so trinket wards are already available 30 seconds into the match. Nice spear landing onto that TF. Putting a little bit of harass down. He's going to recall. Couple auto attacks coming out from each of these champions. Again, this is the final match between In-N-Out Burger and Purple Team here. Purple Team is casual tournament team. Looks like we're going to have a blue side start. For this Elise. Nice spear lands onto Elise. That's 100 or so HP lost for her. It's going to make her jungle a little bit harder. And a nice leash here for this Evelynn in the bottom lane, starting out on that red. Alright, again, to touch on this bottom lane, it's kind of a skill matchup here, as there is a range advantage for the Thresh Caitlyn, but there's an all-in potential for the Leona and Lucian here. Alright, both of those charges used up by Thresh Senpai's Relic Shield means she will have one coming off cooldown for the third wave of minions that includes a cannon. Alright, level 2s for each of these guys. Zenith Blade doesn't quite connect, but the nice reactionary flay anyway. Headshot available for that Caitlyn. She will use it to last hit a minion. That's level 2 for the Thresh now. He does have a skill point in there. Nice stun onto the Thresh. He has just over 100 HP remaining. Same with Thresh Senpai, the Leona here. I'll use the champion name since the could get confusing there. Alright, Firepower with a decent minion lead for being so early in the game. Up 5 or so minions over that Caitlyn. Headshot hits onto Firepower, but he gets a nice Q and double shot onto that Caitlyn. Alright, in this mid lane here, we did have Khazro with a nice little gank, getting TF quite low. He's just going to last hit some minions and pot up to stay safe. Brezek's getting shoved into his turret with Renekton having his Fury bonus available. Not able to actually get quite on top of that Jax. Does take a tower hit. Nice stun comes out from Brezek. He does put some pain down onto this Renekton, but Renekton gets his Fury bonus back up. Nice call to make to get a little bit of health back. But both of these champions getting quite low. Ignite available for Renekton, but there's only a teleport on the side of this Jax. Again, in this mid lane, we got a little bit of help from the Evelynn to help Nidalee keep this TF from shoving in on her. Again, if you're playing against an Nidalee, it's best to shove in early, because before having Cougar form available at level 6, she has trouble wave clearing. 19 to 23 in farm, plus each individual minion kill, bringing a little bit more gold into the hands of this TF because of his loaded dice passive. Chenemy looking for perhaps a spear to land onto TF here. Back down in this bottom lane. Things equaling up at 31 minion kills apiece for each of these carries. There is a pink ward put down in that top lane, but pinged out by Jax, so Evelynn will know that that is there. Elise sneaks into this lane, but would get... I'm not quite sure if she was potted out by a ward or not. They probably won't think about diving this early at just level 4. Probably not the best choice with not a single kill on the board yet. Alright, here we are, guys. 6 minutes into the game, a couple hundred gold in favor of Casual Tournament team here. Most of that from the top lane minion difference, as well as just the extra passive gold income from TF's passive. So even though the minions are equal there in that middle lane, Evelynn comes here, gets a nice gank onto TF with a nice stun card, and the Q hits almost both of them. Nice pounce and swipe. That's going to be first blood for Chanmi, using her flash to secure that. What a great play there. Taking TF by surprise, even though he had flash available. Great play by that Nidalee player. And a full 400 gold value as well. Nice spear lands. Wow, a bunch of pain goes down onto Elise. Does she have any magic resist? A decent amount, but a max range spear will hurt you nonetheless. Getting greedy a little bit here on this Nidalee. The ult comes in from this TF. Nice stun. Summoner heal used. She doesn't have flash because she used it to get the kill. One Q could be enough. The red card, the heal comes out, but the final hit of that Q, the wild cards coming out from TF, is going to mean the kill. Although he is quite low, who knows if he can really stay here. Castro is still invisible, but he's pretty close to his turret, even though he's out of mana. No, he does have his flash available to stay safe. But she gets close to him. She uses her ult for a little bit of a shield, forces the flash, takes the turret hit to actually get rid of the shield. Alright, back here in this top lane, it's 55 to 26 here in this top lane. Renekton using his early advantage to create an early lead. Just the innate champions difference giving him advantage in this top lane and turning it into more than double CS. Back down in this bottom lane, it's a little bit of a lead here for the solution, and remember, all of the CS numbers from this Leona are going to go in favor of Lucian. Nice solar flare because level 6 is on both of these champions. The culling is available, not quite used that. Thresh Senpai down to 250 HP. Ignite goes down on the Thresh Senpai. It's probably not going to be enough to take her down. The last tick stops just short. 17 HP remaining on that champion. She will survive. So close. Just one more auto attack necessary. But the devotion between that bottom lane duo as Firepower dashes to take Ace in the hole instead of his buddy. Alright, God Eternal with his ultimate available, as well as Flash and Ignite. He could think about tower diving this Jax. Jax does have Flash and ultimate available. The ultimate will help with his resistances. Nice gun card coming out from TF here, getting a little bit of gold from the minions. There is a ward on those res. Elise will get spotted out as she walks through the jungle. Will she find that ward? She doesn't actually see it. Coming into the jungle here. Elise in this top lane. They're looking for a dive up here, but Evelynn is close. Repel will actually go nowhere. Elise takes a lot of pain. The ultimate has been activated by this Jax. Will they chase through the dominance of this Renekton? Flash available, but the TF coming up here. Stun card onto Elise with the passive of his E up means it's going to be a dead jungler. Great job there by that TF. The second kill of the game. And both of those coming from TF Destiny ganks. I guess it was just Destiny. Lucidity boots on this Elise. It's been interesting. We see that a lot, actually, a lot more than we used to in LCS play because CDR, they're wanting the more cocoons for the great stun potential of that champion. Teleport coming out from this Jax so that he can make sure to get all of the last hits underneath this turret. Again, here in this bottom lane, firepower up about 10 CS over that Caitlyn. Thresh Senpai does have a charge on his Relic Shield to execute that cannon. Again, keeping in mind the gold that he's getting, the 100, is including the 12 that has gone from Leona over to him. So basically the Relic Shield giving him the lead. Great use of that item. Firepower does get hit up. Nice stun down onto Caitlyn. She gets deleted. The box comes down to reduce any extra aggression. Solar Flare lands onto one, but Exhaust goes down onto Elise so that she can't deal extra damage. The culling bringing a lot of pain. There's nowhere for you to go, Elise. You're going to fall. The Agony's Embrace giving a nice shield over to Castro, but she gets hooked underneath the turret. Great job, Thresh, to actually hook her enough that she will die to the turret. At least they get one for their troubles, as Jax dies 1v1 in the top lane as well. This is going to be the first turret falling down here in the bottom lane, as well as in the top lane. So 1-for-1 in turrets, 4-4, 17.0 across the board. An even game here of the finals of League of Legends, hosted by NotSoStockGaming's open tier tournament. Nice stun card and wild cards hitting onto Chanmi here in the mid lane. She was the beneficiary of her own first blood kill in that mid lane. Also with a nice CS lead. But keep in mind, things will be closer in terms of gold because TF does have his passive of loaded dice that gives him up to +6 gold per minion kill. Almost like 3 average blade passives as far as the per minion kill increase of gold. Thresh spotted out by a ward there. Thresh Senpai, the Leona player here, tanking up the minions to keep them away from the turret, make things a lot easier. Executing that minion to give it over to Lucian here. Bloodthirster completed. Almost tier 2 boots as well. He's going to be stacking up the passive of Bloodthirster for extra AD and lifesteal, as Renekton is just in full control of this top lane. Almost double the farm of this Jax, with a kill credit to his name as well as assist. Tiamat completed for massive shoving potential. He's also looking to get a little bit of control on the of the jungle. Here comes Evelynn, not spotted out by anything. Will they be able to pick up this kill? Evelynn does not have Agony's Embrace available, and Brezex was not able to get the stun. Of course, they won't actually see that Evelynn was there, but Jax activating his ultimate gives kind of an idea there. Alright, ult comes out from TF. There's a stun onto both TF and Lucian, but he's in the middle of 4 enemy champions. He's definitely going to fall. A nice gank coming out from that TF. Again, he's got 3 participation kills and 3 ultimates used. Destiny used for each one of those. 4 to 5 in kills. A small gold lead, probably just from that one kill. Nice spear lands onto TF. Descendants doesn't connect onto Castro, neither does the Cocoon. Nice spear lands onto Thresh. That's a kill and a dragon going over to casual tournament team here. 22,000 gold to 20.2 thousand, so about a 1.8k gold lead in favor of casual tournament team here, guys. Great map movements by that TF to get a lot of map control and advantage to his team. Again, this Renekton just shoving this top lane up with not a single answer to be had. Here comes Evelynn and Nidalee. Evelynn with Agony's Embrace this time. They probably will catch him out here. Dominance activated in Fog of War. He will get stunned out, and then he's taking damage from multiple champions here. He does have a huge minion wave, though. Ignite goes down onto Jax. Forces the flash out of God Eternal. He's still got a full Fury bar, though, and he forces the flash out of Nidalee. Not the flash, but forces Nidalee to run away as well. He gets a kill 1v3. A monster. God Eternal, indeed. At least here, too, to keep him safe.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Spotted out by that trap. He will be seen taking that white. Mid lane turret did go down. Nice stun from the Cocoon, but there's a lot of damage from that culling. And nice Solar Flare lands on 2. Nice stun down onto Elise. Exhaust down onto TF. Nice Lantern coming out from this Thresh here to save the life of sub 100 HP Elise. TF dodging out that spear, chooses to flash the wall because Leona was close enough. Of course, there's a lot of chase potential out of Nidalee too. Spear not quite hitting that Thresh. Firepower just clearing this mid lane up. He's got his Bloodthirster almost fully stacked here. There it is, fully stacked. Nice hit on that spear. Thresh the only one defending at this point. It probably will fall before Caitlyn and TF can arrive. Nice spear lands on TF. He takes a couple, almost 300 to 400 damage from that spear. Spear almost connects onto Caitlyn as well. Blue buff on this Nidalee means the spears will just keep coming. Again, Renekton here just shoving on this top lane turret. Bullying this Jax to no end, almost doubling his CS numbers. Hydra completed on top of Lucidity Boots with Alacrity bonus means he's going to have a lot of movement speed to avoid ganks here as well. TF down in that bottom lane. He does have Destiny available to rejoin his team should it be required of him. Firepower puts a lot of damage down onto Caitlyn, including that red buff. The spear connects onto Elise, taking almost half of her HP. Another spear hits onto Caitlyn, getting her sub of 50%, but she's got a decent amount of life still. She'll be able to heal up, especially dodging out that second spear aimed at her. Again to this Renekton in this top lane, still shoving in with not a single answer. There is a ward in that Tribush, so they'll keep eyes on him, knowing that he is still relatively close to this top lane, as he's taking the white camp whenever it comes back up. Looks like a 3-man versus 3-man shove in this mid lane. Evelyn still invisible. No true sight to catch her out. Nidalee almost landing a decent spear, as Cocoon connects onto that Nidalee to reduce that aggression. Spear almost connects onto that Elise again. And shoving down into this top lane. Renekton in full control. 181 farm to 117 now. Kha'Zix will get spotted out by that pink ward. Thresh takes a spear. A little bit of damage. He doesn't have any magic resist other than his Mercury Treads. Still a relatively close game here, guys. It's just about 4,000 gold separates these two teams. Again, it's 3 turrets to 1, 4 kills to 6. Both of the greater numbers in favor of Team Casual Tournament team. Nice spear lands onto Caitlyn. Will make it impossible for her to recall in that spot. Thresh gonna have to body block for that Caitlyn. This nice Lantern helps her to dodge. Destiny comes out from that TF. He gets the stun card down onto this Nidalee, but her entire team is basically right there. Agony's Embrace lands onto TF. The stun comes out, and that's going to be a TF taking a culling to the face. One more hit is all that's required. Hate Spikes coming out from Elise. Again, Flash, Hate Spikes, getting the last hit here onto that TF. Everybody else on purple team is relatively healthy with a few lower health bars on blue side. Dragon spawning in just about 7 seconds. They might think about getting that in their favor. A little bit of a fight breaking out here in the middle. Alright, finally Renekton gets a little bit more help up here in the top lane. Not that he needs help, but makes things really simple when it comes to taking down that turret. He also stole blue buff out of that jungle. Renekton pops Dominus to make sure that nobody wants to really fight him and nobody gets to his backline. Caitlyn gonna finally get a last hit on that turret as she takes a spear to the face. That's a lot of damage. Leona gets stunned out. A nice spear again down onto Caitlyn. She's going to fall as soon as the dash comes back up from this Lucian here. He flashes to Q as well as the spear will be the last hit. These have been hitting all night long for Chanmi's Nidalee here. She also got first blood. Flashes the cocoon for the chase. Runs into TF though. TF takes a spear to the face. Stun card down and wild card hits onto this Nidalee here, but she's got a heal. She's back up to over 50% HP. Death Sentence not quite connecting onto this Nidalee. A little bit more reverse aggression coming out from In-N-Out Bjergr. They take a turret back for their troubles. Still only 2.5 to 3,000 gold separating these two teams. 7 to 7 in kills, 5 to 2 in turrets. So mostly just the global gold in favor of casual tournament team here with the extra 3 turrets. Also, a lot of the gold in the hands of this Renekton here, as you can see, almost completing his Sunfire Cape on top of Boots of Lucidity as well as his Ravenous Hydra, up almost 100 farm on his lane matchup up there in the top lane. The Jax finally just barely completing his Blade of the Ruined King. Just in time for Renekton to get some armor. Alright, Leona just using up the charges of her item there. A little bit of aggression comes out from this Renekton. There is a red buff on him, so he can slow her with every single hit. Death Sentence being dodged out by Leona here. A nice flake keeps her close. Flashes away, the box goes down. Culling missing most people, but TF basically Destiny in just to hit that Sean as he will survive. Ace in the hole coming out, hits that Jax. That's going to be a kill in their favor. That's a 2 for 0 in favor of casual tournament team here. They're just waiting on minions to take down this mid lane turret. And that will be that mid lane turret. Nice dodge out from Firepower, dodging out the cocoon with his Relentless Pursuit dash. He lands right on top of a trap, though, which means the headshot passive coming out from Caitlyn is going to take her down. And Leona dashing in to try and save him means she will fall as well. And that's going to be first inhibitor falling in this mid lane. But, oh, second inhibitor turret. They might even think about taking this top lane one. Ryze says, let me go grab these minions. Evelyn making the wrong choice about thinking about chasing, but double buffs on that Caitlyn gonna mean she will die. Rampage for that Caitlyn, 422 with 209 farm. Triforce barely completed by that Lucian now. Thresh says, I've got a recall, but before I do, I'm going to sneak a ward into this brush here, into the pit. Renekton just clearing out this top lane, 247 to 152. Again, almost 100 minion lead. Spear connects onto God Eternal, but he's got a lot of HP to keep himself healthy. Recalling safely underneath turret. Solar Flare lands onto Elise, but she'll be able to grab the lantern. Flash into Repel as a nice way to get over that wall and stay safe. Caitlyn just recalling. Destiny is available for that TF, so he's going to head over to grab his own blue buff, I think. He will just head back over here to the Baron Pit as the ward does show that they're doing it. Now Destiny activated as well. He will ult in. Stun card down onto Nidalee. Dominus popped. Renekton in the middle of the enemy team doing great job tanking up. Jax takes down Thresh. Baron was not completed by anybody. Jax falls, Lucian falls, Dominus, triple kill for God Eternal. What a god indeed. The team getting wrecked. Renekton. Castro goes down, quadra kill, just delayed there. GG, well played. This Renekton is fed. And that will be the surrender vote coming out from Team In-N-Out Burger. They will fall to the victory by Team Casual Tournament Team. Congratulations to them. 3,200 RP apiece plus Triumphant Rise going to be given by Riot Games to those summoners. Congratulations. They are our victors of this May tournament, second open tier tournament here as hosted by NotSoStockGaming. We'd love to thank all of you that have joined us throughout the evening. Thank you for joining us. Hit that follow button. We'd love to have you spectate and enjoy our entertaining stream every night throughout the week. Again, tomorrow is going to be our autism ARAM for Autism event here on this stream. We'd love to have you join us for that. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys. There's a couple things on our website you can check out. If you want to get involved in upcoming tournaments, again, we're going to have Bronze starting again on Sunday. It'll be our second Bronze tournament. If you have a Bronze 5v5 team and you'd like to get involved in that, it is on Sunday. Registration closes the night before, of course. And the same thing goes for Silver, which will be on Monday. All the way up to Diamond following next Thursday. And then, again, any tier, like today, always on Friday evenings. And we'd love to have you join us. Sign up on NotSoStock.ca. We also have a couple other awesome resources available on our website. Team Finder. If you don't have a team yet, but you still want to get involved, we have a couple teams tonight that were in our tournament tonight that were made completely out of Team Finder individuals, as well as on our Twitch chat. You know, we have people finding each other there. And we also have another awesome resource available on our website. We have high elo coaches available for you. If you want more information on that, again, log on to NotSoStock.ca. Go ahead and check out our website, and we've got a lot of goodies on there for you guys to find out. Again, if you haven't yet, hit that follow button, guys. We'd love to have you follow this stream. And congratulations, too, by Blackman Will Kill You. They did win the third place game. So first place is going to be the victors of our match here that you guys just watched. First place finished by Casual Tournament Team. Second place for In-N-Out Burger. Third place, Blackman Will Carry. And then fourth place, You Came to the Wrong Dongerhood. Congratulations to all of those teams. They will all get RP rewards contingent upon their placements. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Again, my name is Impossible, and I've had so much fun casting for you guys this evening. Thank you, and have a good night.